Okay, hello everybody. My name is Karen Batty, and it is Tuesday, already June 2nd. Whew. It felt like April was so long, and May just felt like it was a week and a half. So welcome to our sales meeting. I'm going to bring up the PowerPoint that I've got for tonight, so it's going to help me stay on track because there's so much to share. First of all, do we have anybody who's at their very first virtual meeting with us? Give us a, unmute yourselves and just say your name.
Hi.
Where you're from.
Kaylee.
Where you from?
Me?
Yeah. Okay, anybody else here for the first time? Tell us your name and where you're from.
Provincial.
Hi.
We got lots of newbies. Yay. Guys, it's great that you're investing time into your business to be the best consultant you can be. So kudos to all of you for joining us. Wow, May was just off the charts, amazing. The Avengers, my personal team Avengers, we set what I thought was a stretch goal in the beginning of the month for 30,000 in sales. And I just had to keep changing the number. And we ended up topping over 80,000 in sales. And Team B, Melinda's team, is on here, and those guys set a record in April for 16,000, and then they blew right by it and sold 33 last month. So they more than doubled their top month ever. So it's amazing. Our entire organization, that's the Batty organization of people who've become directors and created teams of their own. Our entire organization, our record had been 287,000 in sales, I believe. And of course, when we sell like that, it's usually right around the holidays. 472,173 is what, almost 500,000 in 1 month. Just crazy. And our organization also welcomed 65 new consultants from all over the country, people who are starting their own businesses, and they all got in with the opportunity to earn that 100% rebate, which is so cool. I want to give you guys a few dates that you want to have on your calendar. First of all, June 10th and 11th. That's National Conference, and it's going to be a virtual event this year. And there is still room for, what's the seating called, Belinda? Like overflow seating or something like that? You can still register, is what I'm saying. And it's when you sign into to Consultants Corner and click Explore, you will see a big, huge thing for National Conference. You almost can't miss it. Overflow. Okay. Yeah. In July, we're not going to have our virtual sales meeting because of National Conference. But so instead, I thought it'd be fun to have a team bingo night. We're going to play some bingo together, and you guys can win some prizes. So keep an eye out for ways that you can earn tickets for our, cards for our bingo night. And August 3rd, we will have another virtual sales meeting, and all of these will be posted in Avengers, and I will put it in the unit called Upcoming Training in case you want to refer back to it. But also be on the lookout for some fun booking blitzes and other activities, team activities in Avengers. All right, now for the home office announcements. Usually it's really quick. This is probably one of the biggest parts of the meeting tonight, home office announcements. So guys, there was a call this afternoon. Those of us who are directors were on it. So we just heard the news only about an hour before you all did. So we're still wrapping our brains around it all. So hang in there. First, any guesses as to what this chart represents? What's the first thing you thought of when you saw this chart?
The sales?
Yes, these are our sales. So these are 2018, 19, and 20. So gray is 2018, red is 2019, the blue is this year. So as you can see, the beginning part of the year, we were having slow and steady growth. And then all of a sudden, boom, like out of nowhere, this was absolutely unexpected. To me, the first thing I thought of when I looked at this is like, oh my gosh, this looks like the COVID chart for New York City or something. Like, whew, you know, so it was almost that kind of exponential growth. And I want to tell you that in the end of February is when I actually heard about the COVID thing. It was actually from our home office who kind of gave us a heads up about this and let us know that we could have some supply chain issues and things like that. Of course, we thought it was only going to be for a couple of weeks or a month. They've been completely transparent. They've been so proactive and doing absolutely everything they can to not only try to mitigate, you know, the shipping delays and everything else, but also to keep us prepared and open for business. And back in February and March, the home office was pivoting, not for this. They were pivoting because they thought our businesses were all going to be in the toilet. And they were thinking, how can we help these people? And they gave every new consultant an extra 30 days to earn fast track rewards. And they gave those of us who are building a team and have a title, they said, you can keep your title like for an extra month, don't worry. So, so they were all focused on that. And all of a sudden they went, wait, what? So they were trying to anticipate what kind of issues we would have, but nobody saw this coming, right? I sure didn't. All right, so the shipping update. All right, longer term, thinking about like September and beyond, we will nearly double the capacity of our distribution center. And guys, last week, the distribution center had its most productive day in years. And guys, this is when they're working with like half the number of people as usual. So this is amazing. They're running shifts 6 days a week. And they are actually, they said, looking to get permitting to open 7. But right now they're running, you know, 6 days a week around the clock. The only time off is for thorough cleaning to keep the, you know, the people safe who are working there.
Lynn is in the waiting room.
Oh, thanks. So admit all, there we go. Okay, so yes, the distribution center, they're also doing a huge renovation to the distribution center. And it's a multi-million-dollar renovation. And it's been in the process for over a year, okay? So they anticipate that come the fall, we will be well poised to handle whatever we can throw at them. It's just we're gonna have some challenges between now and that time. Oops, I went too fast. So anyway, I saw that picture and I just wanted to send it. Because here's the thing, it's not us and them. We are all Pampered Chef. Pampered Chef is, we have consultants, we have people who work in the distribution center, we have people who work in customer service. We are all in it together. We are all the Pampered Chef. And here's a picture of our distribution center. Every docking space is filled. They are moving products in and out as fast as they possibly can. And there's no drag time. They are just boom, in and out. So, like I said, the fall looks great, but there are definitely short-term challenges. They just announced today, because of the enormous volume of sales that went in on the last few days of May and the first day of June, our shipping times are now going to be 7 to 8 weeks for a while, okay? It's because we've been so successful. Now, of course, none of us like this, but I've been ordering stuff. I don't know about you guys. I've been ordering stuff on Amazon and all over the internet for, you know, going to be getting stuff from my kitchen and stuff like that. And almost everything is delayed. But you know what? I want what I want because it's going to be in my house for a long time. So I'm waiting an extra couple of weeks. So don't assume that every customer is going to be really, really, really upset. If we are in communication with them and explain the why behind it, for the most part, if they don't need the product right away for a special occasion, I'm thinking most of our customers are going to be okay with it. Okay. There's going to be a banner at the top or the bottom of when they go onto the website to go shopping that's going to say about delays in the shipping times. And there's going to be a little thing that they can click that says find out more, and it will give them the why behind it. Okay. So in addition to that, starting this afternoon, some of you might have already noticed it, there's new things in marketing imagery that we can post to our parties to let our customers know. Because if we're upfront about it and transparent, like the home office is with us, we can deal with it. And then people aren't saying, how come you didn't tell me that? Okay, so there's great marketing imagery there. There's new DASH training called Setting Expectations with Customers During COVID-19. So check it out. There are words to say. Okay, words to say when dealing with customers one-on-one, but also words to say that we can say when we're either live at a party or make a video to post into a virtual party. Okay, and then there's new changes to the shipping and inventory center. Okay, it's and I know a lot of you have already started reading those articles in Stir that are so helpful. I've read about 3 or 4 of them so far. Okay, so there are things we can control, and there's things we can't control. We can't control COVID. We can't control supply chain issues. We can't control the fact that we're going to have shipping delays for a little while, 7 to 8 weeks. But there are things we can do. We can educate ourselves, and we can keep our customers informed, and we can help our customers, find the right product. And I think most of our products are worth waiting an extra couple weeks for if they have to. Okay, so get yourself all the information that you can, so that you can be the best customer rep for your customers. And here's the thing: there's plenty of things I've ordered online that are being delayed, but there isn't one human being I could call or text and hear back from so promptly as a customer of mine who happens, if they message me or email me or call me, they're going to hear back from me. They're going to hear a real live person there. Okay, that's really huge, I think, compared to just ordering online. Yes, Belinda, people in the waiting room? No? Or did you want to say something?
Oh no,
I'm
in
sorry.
the waiting room.
Oh, she just in now. Thank you. Sorry.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
All right.
Thanks, Kaylee.
All right. So, any questions about that so far? I have more information to share, but questions, comments, concerns? The other thing they said on the call was that they're working on a plan, something to give our customers while they're waiting for their purchases and after their purchases arrive. So they're working on something. They don't know what it is yet, but they said they're working on a few different things. They just want to make sure it doesn't put more stress on our distribution center and extend our shipping times longer, okay? So they got something up their sleeves. And here's the thing, guys. You guys know I've been with Pampered Chef since Moses was a boy, right? We've been through growing pains before. We've always made it through. And the company has always been incredibly upfront, completely transparent, as forward-thinking as they possibly can be. And they live, eat, breathe, and sleep to try to make the bumps in the road as smooth and painless as they can be. Okay, I'm gonna stop again just to see if you've got any questions.
Yes.
Yeah.
So what would you recommend to anybody who has parties, like mid parties right now? They're in the middle of the party. Would you offer them the availability to cancel their order, or would you not?
I wouldn't go and ask them individually, do you want to cancel your order? Do you want to cancel your order? But I would probably go live or make a video to say, hey, I just recently was made aware of the fact that because Pampered Chef products have been so popular and even more popular as people are cooking at home more, that our sales were just through the roof. And so for a little while, our shipping times are going to be more delayed than we ever thought. It's going to be about 7 to 8 weeks. So I wanted to let you all know, if you have any questions, we're going to get you your products as quickly as possible. You will receive updates from our home office. You will receive an estimated ship time. And when your products are shipped, you are going to receive an email with tracking information. So we're going to keep you in the loop. We're going to move things as quickly as we can. A lot of this has to do with COVID and, supply chain issues. I would say it a lot better than I'm saying it now. I'm just kind of talking off the top of my head, but I would do something so they could hear my voice, know the why behind it, and let people know. What I've been doing, because our shipping times were already about 3 weeks or so, or 4, and I was in touch. I was already doing this, so I'm just changing the number 4 to 7 to 8. I'm also in close contact with my hosts to let them know, because I feel like more often than not, if a customer has a question after the party closes, they don't know me. They're like, who was that lady? I don't know. But they go to the host. And so I want my host to be armed with information, and then also to say to my host, but don't feel like, if anybody has any questions, send them my way. So, yeah, are we going to lose some orders? Probably, but I think it's more going to be perhaps people who need things for a birthday or, a certain date that they need it by. I'm not sure if someone is ordering, kind of a big ticket item, if they're just going to cancel it, because, people like our products. They want, and it might be, I think for most customers, they'll hopefully be okay and say, you know what, it's worth the wait.
I know
Yeah.
personally, I just had a chat with them yesterday, because I have a customer that had a $101 order, and she said that she wanted to cancel her order because she was tired of waiting. So I did the chat yesterday, and if you already have an order in under a party, you cannot cancel it. You'll have to wait to receive product, and they'll send you the paperwork, and you can return it that way, but you can't cancel once the order's already been submitted.
Well, yeah, if the party or the order is in the queue already, they can't, it's a completely automated system, and they can't take it out. It's not that they don't want to or they won't. It's in a completely automated system. Once it's in that thing, it's going all the way through. But for someone who hasn't, if a party hasn't been submitted yet, yeah, they could cancel it. But that's why I think, when I've been explaining to people at every single party, I'm going live to explain the why behind it. And I see comments of, it's okay, we'll wait, we understand, it's a crazy time. So I think most of our customers are going to be pretty understanding.
And
Okay. Sorry, Lynn.
Right. I just know that I've already had some people that are questioning, the dates and when it ships. I just stay as positive as I do during my parties. I don't waver on that high. I just continue to say, hey, I'm watching this. As soon as I know it, I'm going to share it with you. And it's going to be worth the wait. Our product. I'm so anxious for you to get your stuff just like you are. And so, that's basically what I'm doing. I'll continue doing that. I am full. I am not going to people cancel. I'm just they're just a thing. It's just like any other thing. When I got heckler and the price is something, whatever, gonna get that, and I'm just gonna stay positive and just keep on telling them how much it's gonna be product in their hands.
Yeah, Candy actually makes a good point. She's I just think people will be mad that they get charged 8 weeks before it ships, even if Amazon doesn't charge till it ships.
I doubt that Pampered Chef is going to delay charging, and it's because and this is just, they haven't said this. It's just my understanding of how things work. Because the host rewards, like if a party gets submitted and there's a declined credit card, the whole party doesn't go in, and that needs to be resolved, because if that order drops off, it affects the host rewards. So they can't so the way the system is set up with host rewards and everything, the credit cards do need to be run. But I know that everything that I've ordered, I've ordered stuff and I'm getting charged for it. And there was something that just arrived last week that I ordered end of March into April. When it comes, it's like Christmas because I don't even remember half of what I ordered. I'm like, I ordered so many little things, and I'm like, oh wow, I forgot about that, right? But yeah, I was charged at the time I placed the order. But Pampered Chef is a great company that is very focused on customer service. If they could do something to make the customer experience better, they would absolutely do it. So if they could delay the charging of the credit cards till the order was processed, they'd do it. But I don't think they can. Like I said, because it's tied to the host rewards, I don't think that's possible.
That's okay if it's 2 to 3 weeks. Not, people ask my May 10th part of things are, and I'm trying to ask them, I'm trying to answer their questions, and I even am going to go in and probably do some demos to try to see what they ordered and try to demo it for them if they have questions or whatever. But when it's 8 weeks out, I'm pretty concerned about that. I would be really mad if my card was charged 8 weeks prior, and I ordered Bath and Body Works stuff, and it's been a few weeks, and they don't charge until it goes out. So I don't know. I think that's going to be hard to deflect.
I've ordered stuff that just arrived last week that I ordered end of March into April, and I was charged at the time of purchase. I don't know. I don't know.
I've got the same thing. I ordered stuff from Amazon back, I'm going to say it was the first week in April, and I just got up on Saturday. And yeah, I would have liked to have received it earlier, but they stayed in touch. They told me what was going on. It was what it was. I mean, we're not the only company. This is happening all around the whole country, not just us. So I think overthinking this, I really think that you're going to get maybe one person here or there, but I think if we just stay positive, if you don't feel comfortable with it, then I'd say don't right now. I don't know to say, but my personal opinion is, I mean, you might be some people aren't going to agree with me, but I still have a great product, and we're not the only dealing with this. So just stay positive, and people that don't want to order. That's all there is to it. I've seen some of my orders, and some of my orders that when you're looking to see if some of them, it might be that because some of my parties that were submitted later, they still haven't run the card, or something's going on. I don't know. But I think that if they can't supply that, they're going to give people back their money, but they're going to get their product. It's just a matter of just being patient. Just like I'm waiting 8 weeks for a refrigerator. It's a darn good thing I have a backup. But you know what I mean? I just think we're overthinking it. I think it's okay.
Yeah, I agree that it's definitely, this is not the only company experiencing this. This is all across the board, supply chain issues everywhere. And I do think most customers are going to be pretty understanding, especially if we preempt it. We let them know what's going on. Don't make it the main focus of the party, but address it, for sure.
Yeah, and I think that most people are probably going to be okay with it. Everyone's going to get somebody who's like, well, that's ridiculous, and it's like, fine, you're not going to get they're not going to order on this party because of what's going on. You're just going to have to deal with that. But like Lynn said, stay positive, spin it the right way, and not like, your order, it's probably not going to weeks, and be like, they're trying to do the best they can, and just keep on top of it. And most people are going to be okay with it, especially knowing the reputation that Pampered Chef has too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and because if they don't feel like they could get a product out, they're putting it on stop sell temporarily.
Yeah. I had a question about the stop. I know they said that if it's in the cart and to be submitted on party, it's
safe.
essentially they could get a situation where, oh, we thought we'd have enough, don't have enough. I mean, I don't know. Like, I mean, is it possible that they would end up, because my mom placed an order with some other company and it was in stock on the website, and then, you know, waiting for, sent her an email saying, oh, we have to cancel it because it's not available.
Well, from what Pampered Chef has told me, they are on top of inventory, going in and coming out. And if it's in someone's cart, it's safe. They're counting down. And when it's no longer available, people can't put it back in their carts.
Okay.
So, and we have never had this many stop sell items before, but on a rare occasion, we had them in the past due to things. And it was the same thing. And I've never had someone who had it in their cart who didn't end up getting it.
So just note, I had a customer that had 5 tortilla warmers in order, and they were notified that they were shipped. I had to call, and there was an error. So they had to reship them, and it's being delayed again. So, I mean, if they're saying that they didn't get them, just, you know, I do with the chat. So.
Yeah, you can definitely, And that's great little segue into our customer service department. So there have been tons of calls. You know, there's long wait lines for customer service and even chat. They have already doubled the customer service department, but these people are in training. It takes 30 days to train them, because you guys know there's a lot of different issues they have to be aware of to help us. And so they say by mid to end of month, we should notice a significant decrease in wait times. Not only are they hiring new people, but there's some extra measures they're taking so that we don't have to contact customer service as much. First, you're probably all aware that if someone returns an item within the first 30 days of owning it, they can return it, no questions asked, with a prepaid postage label. They are extending that to 120 days. Okay, so and this change will officially happen around June 9th. It's a matter of, I guess, you know, whatever they hocus pocus they have to do to make it show up on the website and change all the whatevers. So it can't happen right away, but it will be up and running around the 9th. Next.
Can I ask?
Yep.
Sorry, on the 30 days, 120 days, it starts June 9th. What about parties that are open right now? Is it based on when they're submitted?
You know what? I'm sorry. I'm not sure, but okay. They are. Our customer service department is trained to not be like letter of the law, but like make customers happy. So if someone's close and they were like one day off, they're going to be fine.
Okay.
But the reason why they're changing it officially to the 120 days is so that we can go on and handle the return without calling customer service. So now we can do this without having to call customer service. We can go right into Consultant's Corner, and there are definitely videos you can watch. I've put a few things, a little challenge in Avengers already, and I see some people are already doing it. So we can actually go right into the show like we would do a return or exchange, and the prepaid label will be sent. So that's fantastic. So that's one less thing we have to call the home office for. And then they're enhancing how we can keep track of our back orders. So when we go on to shipment status, that's this page that you see at the bottom here. This is a screenshot of it. Yes, Belinda.
Erica wants in.
Oh, okay. We shall let her in. Okay, so this, at the bottom of this is a screenshot of our shipment status page. When you go into Consultant Corner and you go to Tracking and Shipping, and then you click on Shipment Status. This is the kind of thing you see. So down here, if anybody has an asterisk next to their name, it means there's an order, there's an item that's part of their order that is on back order. Okay, so, and this tells you if it's shipped and the tracking number. At the top of this page, you can't see it here. Oh yeah, currently shipping shows received through May 4th. This isn't today, don't worry, they're up to like the 7th or the 8th now. But so you can see what day they're shipping. So if somebody asks, where's my stuff? you can say, well, right now they're currently working on orders placed on this day. Yours was placed here, so it shouldn't be much longer yet, okay? Then when they do ship the back order item, underneath the customer's name, you will see another number, and they said it'll have a C near the end of it. That means it was a back order. I don't know why C, but anyway, that's it. So we can keep track of things more easily. And then the other thing that they found we were calling home office or contacting home office about is people who placed $80 or more orders and forgot to add a free item to their cart. This is mostly those of us who are on direct ship now, because when people place their orders, we don't have a chance to alter them at all. They go straight through. Oh, you forgot your free item. So we would have to contact home office about that. Well, now when people are shopping and they hit the $80 thing, before they check out, this screen comes up. So they can add one of the free items or they can opt out. They have to do one or the other. Yay, I know, right?
Yay.
So nobody's
Yay.
gonna forget anymore. Now you'll notice,
Nice.
yes. Now you'll notice for June that it used to be just the chef's tongs, because they used to have about 100,000 orders a month that needed chef's tongs for over 80. And now it's 300,000. Actually, it's more than that, but I'm just using those numbers. It's like, oh. So they knew they were going to run out of chef's tongs. So they added a couple more items. So when these items run out, like when they run out of chef's tongs, they're just going to remove it from the screen here. So what I'm going to do is, I usually post the items that they can get for free in a show and talk them up when I'm doing my demo. I don't think I'm going to do that anymore because I don't want them to be disappointed and say it's gone. So I'm just going to say free product with an $80 order. You get a free gift with an $80 order.
Yep.
Check it out. There's multiple options. Check it out online. And I'm just going to come up with, and I'm guessing in marketing imagery, there's going to be something that says free gift with an $80 order. So that's what I'm doing for June and July, because they said to anticipate the fact that it's going to be multiple things offered for guests with orders over 80. And if we run out, if they don't want to then promise them, and then we have all these back orders, because that puts more stress on the distribution center. So they're going to choose, and when it's no longer available, it comes off and they choose something else. Now, some of you are earning trips right now. We're really focusing on that. We all are, whether you're tracking it or not. Our sales go toward earning trips. And the trips were all cruises. So they had to make a decision whether to keep them the same, change them. So they decided to change them. Can you guys see if I open this link? Are you guys seeing Irresistible Destinations 2020?
Incentive trips 2020.
Oh, you can't see. Okay, when I open a second screen, you can't see it. Well, so they're changing the destinations, and the first one's going to be a 3-night stay in Fort Lauderdale, Florida, in the Marriott Harbor Beach Resort and Spa, which looks pretty sweet. The level 2 and level 2 Elite is going to be Baha Mar in Nassau.
I've been there. Good God, it's gorgeous.
So, oh, good. I'm glad you said that. It's in the Bahamas. And then if anybody's going for the exec trip, they have changed it from an Alaskan cruise to Prague. Anyway, yeah. You going for it, Belinda? Oops, I didn't mean to close the whole thing.
That's for first trip, right? That's not earning for next year.
It's an exec trip, but it's tough.
Prague is gorgeous. It's probably my favorite city I've been to yet.
Prague?
Yes.
Oh, it's like walking through the pages of a storybook. It's one of the oldest cities that did not get destroyed during World War II. So
I'm supposed to go to Prague next year. I don't know if that trip is still happening or not, but I'm hoping it is. So
yeah, I think the toughest part is going to be the flight, but Okay, national conference. We had 20,000 people register for national conference in 3.5 days. That's more than the last 4 conferences combined. So it's very exciting. And I thought it was filled. They had opened up some overflow seating and I thought it was filled, but no, they said today there's still more overflow seating. Yay. So if you are new or, and you're just like hearing about this for the first time, find out about this. You want to register for the National Conference live stream event. There is a small cost involved. It's $40, but well worth it. It's not just your average, it's not like a training like this. It's a production and it's going to be amazing. There'll be amazing training from some of the top people in the field. And we'll be finding out what the new fall products are. All the products that we've been earning in May and June based on our sales will be unveiled there. Okay. And then there is a Facebook group that you can join, Pampered Chef National Conference. You can join that because I guess they're going to be having some fun stuff leading up to conference with games and giveaways. So once you register, you can join that. Okay.
Dance party video thing going on right now.
We've got to all learn the moves. So
The dance party.
This dance party all across the nation. So yeah, it's gonna be fun. Woohoo! Yeah. Okay. So June, the official start of summer, and so we book, we sell, we recruit. So let's talk about bookings first. First of all, double free for hosts in June. Okay, they need 650 in sales. That's the national show average. That means the average host will get double free. And there's some great 60% off selections, including the air fryer. And I also want to show you something about the air fryer. People, have been messaging me going, what about this? What about that? All the details. Well, if you look here, at the bottom, it says when gas sales are 650 or more, terms and conditions apply. When you go on to marketing imagery and you type in June, everything associated with June will come up, including a flyer that has all the details about any special. Okay, so whatever special you want to know about, find it in marketing imagery and find the flyer version, because this is a post version. Find the flyer version and you will find all the details of any and all incentives there. And you want to make sure you know the details so that you're not missing out when you're informing your hosts. Hope Lodge and Feeding America fundraisers have been through the roof, guys. And the double donations are going to continue through the end of July. So keep up the great work. The Hope Lodge, if you're not familiar with it, they are places where normally people undergoing cancer treatments can live during, so that if they live far away from where they're having treatments, they and their families can live there during the treatment periods. Most of them had been empty lately because of COVID. They don't want to take people who are undergoing cancer treatments and are immunosuppressed and bring them all together. So instead, they opened up their Hope Lodges to healthcare workers and other employees of the hospital who might have had family members at home that they didn't want to expose. So, so Hope Lodge has been very busy as well during this COVID season. So those are going to continue through the end of July. And they've got some new themes. I haven't had a chance to check them out yet, but the backyard fun theme, I think I'm going to be running with that with my virtual parties. And I might end up going live from my backyard a few times, I think. So, but I asked our own, I asked our own Lynn Rocca to talk a little bit tonight because at the beginning of April, her calendar wasn't in great shape. But she ended up having one of her biggest months ever in April and then another huge month in May. So I thought she might be able to share with you for a couple of minutes on how she filled her calendar.
Sure, I'll be more than happy to share. I really wanted to earn the fall products. That was huge. So yeah, I said, oh, maybe I'll read first level. I spend about an hour a day not per day, whole week. Everybody, I watch. When you're on Facebook and you look to the right, you see people that are actually live and are actually active on Facebook. When you message them, they're going to post. I talk to all my customers. I kind of sent out a generic, not a generic, but kind of a message to each one of those people, and customer calls. Anyone that I had in a party within the last few weeks, I made sure, and having a party and asked them about it. So I did that until I filled my calendar. And when I was back and I added more just to make sure, even though we're all virtual, we don't have to worry about it. You just never know when someone's going to get sick or whatever. And I just seriously made it my mission. So if you want to do it, there's ways to do it, and those are the ways that I did it. And I filled my calendar. I had close to 5,000 sales, I think very much both months. So, both in April and in May. And I've already got 6 on my book for June. So it works, And I reached out to a lot of people. I don't mean like 10 people. I talked to 25 to 35 people each day, because in order to get people, get your calendar full, you got to touch base with a lot of people, because a lot of people were busy. They, and then there were those that said, what else am I going to do? Hey, yeah, let's do this, So I did have to talk to a lot of people. I was successful in filling my.
Yeah. Well, thank you. Thank you, Lynn, for sharing. And yeah, I see a lot of what goes on behind the scenes. And I think sometimes we think about, what are we saying? Are we saying the right things? Well, the thing is, as long as you're offering people the opportunity to host a show, it really doesn't make that much of a difference how you offer it. What really makes the difference is to how many people do you offer it? Because you can't say the wrong thing to the right person. Okay. Any questions?
Lynn?
Yeah.
Yes. Katina had a question for Lynn. What do you do a full calendar? How many shows in the month?
I want to do 3 weeks. I do this as full-time, my full-time job. So I like to do 3 parties a week. So if I get 4 in a week, then I'll have like 1 week where I won't do as many. But I usually try to do 3 a week.
Okay. Yep, and full is in the eye of the beholder.
That's right. If the way you feel it's full. If you only want to do a party a week, then that's your calendar. But for me, full calendar is 3 weeks.
Lynn, I have a question for you. Do you do group parties, or do you do individual parties?
Individual. My brain will not wrap around talking to people and not knowing which host. I'm struggling with it. And the way I do my parties, and no lie, I'm still old school. I write the host name down and all the people that are in that party, so that when I am talking with, I know who I learned from. And I had one party that I had 6 bookings, and you want to talk about confusing. So somebody tried to tell me to do like the mega parties, the group parties. It's not for me, but it could be for someone else. It's just not for me.
Yeah, there are a lot of people who do block parties. They'll create one group and have 4 or 5 hosts in it at a time. Michelle Weinstein sets up different groups, but she puts one Zoom link for each, the same Zoom link in all 4 parties. And she does one live demo via Zoom for all 4 parties that week. So there are definitely ways of doing it. The new sales record was crushed. Cami Cruz sold over $75,000 in personal sales in the month of May.
Crazy.
I did the math. She made like $24,000 just on her personal sales. So it can be done. People are selling $20,000 and $30,000. Like, yeah.
Just if you make an outline and you're just copying and pasting it's not difficult to have 3 hosts going at the same time.
Yeah, you have Post My Party that's posting for you.
Right, and that I changed over to have a posting situation. Oh my gosh, my brain feels so much better. Really, to every one of your parties, think about maybe thing that allows you to have those posts for you. It really does give you your sanity back when you're doing 3 or 4 parties a week.
For
Yep,
sure.
Send Share or Post My Party. And answer to, was it Danielle? I mean, I did 8 parties in a block party, and I actually loved it. There was so much commotion going on, but that's what I really like about a party. And I only had one host that didn't actually hit, I think hit over 500. This was actually a couple months ago, and they all hit over 500. And the only person that, because sister, who is the tax collector of Bolton Borough, gave her the time off. Her deputy sheriff, you got a week's vacation. You got to go tomorrow. I said, thanks. She was a host of mine. But she was the only one. But it worked out, Danielle, and if you ever have any questions, I'll help you out with it.
Yeah, I'm serious.
Okay, who was it that just said they'd help me? Sorry.
That was
Me.
Belinda.
Okay, perfect. Thank you.
Yeah.
All right.
All right.
Oh, and then
Now-
Nicole, I have a template for each party theme and day. It helps.
Oh, I think my internet's being wonky again. Can you guys
We
hear
can
me?
You're still there, Karen.
still
Okay,
hear
cool.
you.
All right, so on to selling tips. We talked about the guest special and the fact that you don't want to focus on the individual pieces, just a free gift with an $80 order. The new summer products, those are the little tiny cast iron skillets. Oh my gosh, they're adorable. And the cast iron are still really new to most people, and they can go out on the grill. So it's a great thing to be focusing on this summer. And like I said, they have some new themes on there for us. But how many of you do a power tool, one power tool focus per party? I do when I go live. And so, you definitely want to do that. The power tool is, a bigger item that is more of an investment piece. And I sort of make it the star of the show. And I usually talk about it for a good 5 to 7 minutes. It's a great booking tool. Some people are going to buy it outright. I cannot believe how many power tools I've sold at full price during this COVID thing. Because people aren't eating out and they aren't putting gas in their cars. And a lot of people have kids and they're not in daycare. So they actually have like way more money around than they usually. And they're buying these power tools, but also the people who maybe can't afford them are going to want them and they're going to book to get them. We are earning more fall products this month, guys. So don't forget about that. There's 3 levels. 750, 1500, 3000, 6000, same levels as last month. And look at the value of products, 70, 255, 355, and 450. Okay, so even though we don't have a sign-on bonus for new consultants this month, this is a bonus, guys. They get to have a kickoff party in June where they earn double free, and then all of their sales are going to not just Fast Track rewards, but also to new fall products. All right, and then speaking of recruiting, Pampered Chef had changed the level 3 Fast Track product reward to the cast iron skillets because our stainless steel non-stick was on stop sale for a while. But on June 1st, they're going to change it back to the original stainless non-stick. If you prefer the cast iron skillets, you need to submit your sales by midnight or 11:59 p.m. on May 31st to earn the cast iron skillets. Oh, We're already past May 31st. Huh. Okay, well, so from here on out, we're doing the stainless nonstick, which is actually my favorite frying pan ever. So.
Do you see that, Angela? Do you see it?
Oh, Angela, you are gonna. This is gonna be like your new best friend. This thing. It's amazing.
Oh yeah, it's beautiful.
It is. It is. And so, like I said, the new people signing on, they get a flexible opportunity to make money, a chance to help families create, mealtime moments during this COVID time. Plus, like I said, when they have their kickoff party in June, they can be earning double free, and they can be earning fall products as well as the fast track rewards, as well as commission. And then what do we get? We get trip points, we get overrides. When the person qualifies, we get 50 Pampered Chef dollars. If you are within your first 90 days of business, or 120, because they gave all new people an extra 30 days, you also get $100 cash. Okay, so it's just a win-win to be offering this business opportunity. And so now I want you guys to hear from Kaylee. She signed up on April 30th, and she's already a fast track director. Fast track is when you achieve directorship by your day 90, but those of you new guys all get an extra 30 days, so you're looking at 120 days. And we've had many people in our organization earn fast track. We had one person earn it in 2 months, and actually a couple people had earned it in 2 months. And then Kaylee went and crushed the record because she made structure in 27 days. So, so Kaylee, if you can unmute. So first, I just want to ask you a couple of questions. First is, when did you decide you wanted to go for fast track? When did you make that goal?
I think probably after my first party. And when I came in and I saw the fast track, and I thought maybe it was possible.
Yeah, and one thing about Kaylee is she's a goal setter, right from the get-go. So you made it a goal, and I know you were in contact with me. And I want you to share, how many of the people who signed on your team were hosts or guests at parties versus like people you knew that you just reached out to say, you got to hear about this?
I think 2 of them were hosts, and 2 of them actually, one of them we had to reach back out.
Okay. So, and I think a lot of times we feel like we can really only focus on the people at our shows, and we forget that we might know people outside of our parties who could really use a business opportunity like this. So if you had to guess, just pull a number off the top of your head, how many people would you say you reached out to about the business?
Not as many as I want to. Maybe, I couldn't get through them all. Maybe 50.
Okay. And now I'm always telling people, send screenshots, because I can help with words to say. So, and that includes not just recruiting, but booking as well. And how many screenshots would you estimate you have sent to me since you started your business?
I'd estimate it at least 500.
And guys,
feels like
she's probably not exaggerating here. Most mornings I wake up to a bunch of I just take them one at a time and go through them. And guys, I just want to share that with you because you don't need to know all the answers. You've got a great director team. Belinda has been in business 8, 9 years now. I've been in business 10. Oh my gosh. My baby.
Well, it's going to be 10 in November, so it's 9.5.
Yes, but yes, almost 10 years. I've been in business over 20. And we've got a lot of experience. Don't feel like you should figure this out all on your own. We are here. We would love to help you with, use our experience. Lean on us. It brings us great joy to help you. People, Michelle Weinstein says, Karen Batty's been walking into walls for over 20 years, so we don't have to. So, yeah. So So what are you most excited about, Kaylee, with Fast Track Director? Like, what appealed to you most about it?
Honestly, it was just the goal. So I'm happy. I
Yeah.
don't know. I'm very goal, and I didn't really think it was possible to come. I couldn't stop.
It is fun. And you had, and one thing about Kaylee is like, I could tell, like, she just felt like, this is a great thing to offer. She had a $1,600 kickoff party. And when she looked at the host rewards that went along with that and the income, she was just like, what? Are you kidding me? This is fantastic. And you could just tell that when she was reaching out, she really felt like she had something really great to offer to people. And like I said, the day after she signed, Pampered Chef announced a 100% rebate. And I don't know if she thought it, but she never said to me, can I get in on that? Or I wish I had waited. She just was like, oh, wow, now it's even better. And I got to tell people about this. So yeah. Any questions for Kaylee? By the way, we're probably going to go about 7 minutes over or 7 minutes longer, but we did get a little bit of a late start. If you need to go, I totally understand. This is being recorded, so you can check up on it afterwards if you need to go. But who's got a question for Kaylee?
I have a question for Kaylee.
Mm-hmm.
What's your next goal, Kaylee? And
I don't know. Just trying.
I didn't hear the response. My internet was being wonky.
What?
I said my internet was being wonky, so I don't know I haven't heard the last 30 seconds.
What the next goal was.
Oh, what is it? Fast Track Advanced?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And I just want to say that it felt like 500 screens. I went and 60. It's not as bad as everyone thinks.
Yeah. But the screenshots are also the way you learn, because all of a sudden you get a few screenshots and you notice, oh, a pattern. Where all of a sudden you say, oh, I know this one because I heard this, last week, and I'll go back and say that same thing and copy paste. So yeah. And when I do share wording, it's not an assignment. It's here's what I would say. If you like it, you can copy and paste. If you want to change it up a little bit, like especially, please fix my spelling errors, then send it. Or if you want, you can just say, I would never say that to this person. I won't know. I'll be none the wiser. But at least you'll hear some words to say. So, and most people like them. Okay.
Kaylee, how many days have you been running your shows for?
I'm not sure. They're all over the place. Not where I want them.
No, 3-day shows, 4-day shows, 5-day shows?
Maybe 4 or 5.
Okay.
And she booked.
I'm just trying to get them. If I want to book 3 days from now, I'll book them. So I'm just kind of going with whatever. Trying to get them in.
How long are the shows running for?
What do you mean?
Do you do just like a 1-day show, or like from start to finish?
No, usually at least like 3 days at the minimum, but 3 to 5 probably average.
Cool, thanks.
And she does book them in close. People say, "I'll book." She goes like, "All right, what are you doing the day after tomorrow?" I mean, not that much, but yeah, she books them
3 days.
Yeah, because people don't need that much notice, so she books them in real tight. Any other questions for her? Oh, am I frozen, or is it all of you? Okay.
No, you're not frozen.
Oh, good. Like yeah, my internet, I keep getting these messages. All right. So I wanted to do a little bit of recognition. And this is, sorry, this was personal team. So this is Avengers. So for those of you who are in Belinda's team, the bees, you're going to have to just give us a shout out of what you're proud about and what you did. Our top seller was Elizabeth Washington, 6,722. Wahoo! Is she on here tonight? Kaylee was number 2 in sales with 6,112. And then Nicole Schwartz, 4,937. This is her second month in business and 2 months in a row in the Comma Club. Because when you sell more than 4,000 in a month, you earn 25% commission and you have a comma in your paycheck. Lynn Rocca, another great month, 4,782. And Danielle Keene, wahoo, 3,824.75. And our top recruiter, Kaylee, 5 new team members, and then Michelle, Lynn, Joy, and actually that should say Anya, all sponsored 1 new team member. So way to go, guys. And look at these shows. Elizabeth Washington had a $5,066 party. And no, it wasn't a fundraiser. It wasn't a housewarming. It was just a party where the host invited a ton of people. So I think there were 90 members in the group, 90 people who accepted the invite. Michelle Terrier's on here. She had $2,185 party. Woohoo! Woo! Yeah. All right. Who else sees their name in here? Lynn, $12,057 show. Who else is on here and sees their name? Danielle, you had a $1,572 party. Awesome. Okay. Great work, guys.
Can I do a couple shout outs?
Yes, please do.
Okay, cool. I have 2 girls on here that have rocked it in their first month. I have Sibyllin, who was $4,800, I believe, at the end of May.
Nice.
And for Samantha, Dawn, her Samantha joined after Heather Cummings' party. She had a party and then she joined. Then Heather Cummings joined, and her very first party was $4,061. And that wasn't enough. She had a second show booked right away and submitted it on the same day for $408. So wahoo to both of them girls. Then I have to say they got together, and this past week were trying so hard to get $5,000 they could get their knife block within 30 days, well within 30 days, and they both got together and they did a mystery host party. And they were both going to go live on Sunday afternoon, and both of them were going to go together, I believe. Right, girls? Shake your head, yes. You're right, Linda, you're right. Host, but just they thought of this all by themselves, and I am so proud of the girls. I am proud of my whole entire team. So kudos to both of them.
Nice work. Nice work.
Yeah.
Okay.
We love you, Belinda. Thank you for all your support.
Yeah.
Thanks, Heather.
June 1st starts the new Excellence Award earning thing. It goes from June 1st to May 31st. Okay, so you goal setters, Kaylee and Heather, and love to like go after things. This is a good thing to look into. It's based on what you do for a year. You can earn excellence in up to 4 categories. Personal sales, when you sell 55,000 in a year. Okay, so that's less than 6,000 a month, less than 5,000 a month. Okay, 55,000 in a year. Personal recruits, when you sponsor 15 people who qualify, meaning they do at least $1,250 in sales. 15 personal recruits, you earn excellence. Then there's developing leaders. When you have someone on your personal team who promotes to team leader, you get 1 point. And when someone promotes to director, you get 3 points, and a total of 10 points earns you excellence in that category, and organizational sales volume of 1.5 million. So check it out, because you get 500 Pampered Chef dollars plus a Visa gift card and special bragging rights with recognition at national conference. So yeah, and the more categories you earn it in, the higher your Visa gift card is. So it just started June 1st. We all got a clean slate, okay? So check it out. Okay, so before I wrap things up, I would love to have you guys message your director, okay? How many parties you personally want to hold this month? How much in sales do you want to hit this month? And how many people would you like to help start a business this month? And then one topic that you feel like you might need a little bit of help with that you want to talk to your director about. Okay. All right. So, yeah, not too bad considering we started late. So I'm sorry we went over a little bit, but just a lot of stuff to share. I'm going to stop the recording now. Where is it?